Hi guys, welcome back to the last video of the Growing Your Groceries Gold Award Project video lessons. In case you don't remember, my name is Talia and I'm a high school ambassador level Girl Scout currently working on my Gold Award through this project called Growing Your Groceries. Today is our fifth and final lesson and we're going to be wrapping up everything we've done so far by learning to incorporate homegrown foods into your meals. Over the past four lessons, you've learned all about planting, different food choices, and you've even been able to grow your own food. So now, what do we do with all of this gardening knowledge? Well, the answer's simple. We learn to mix the fruits and vegetables we've been growing into the meals we eat every day. Let's get started with our first activity. Go ahead and pause the video here, pass out one copy of Worksheet 5, Recipe Testing, to each student, and make sure you write your name on your paper when you get it, and then click play on this video once everyone has a worksheet. I hope you all have your worksheet. Now we're going to get started with a scenario. Imagine this. Your classmate learns all about gardening at school and then goes home and plants a garden of their own. They plant lettuce, tomatoes, carrots, and strawberries. And now it's been a few months and their garden is full of fruits and vegetables. But they don't know how to use them. Now it's your job to help your classmate figure out how they can fit these four fruits and vegetables into their meals. Remember to try to fit all four of them: lettuce, tomatoes, strawberries, and carrots. Try to incorporate these fruits and vegetables in fun and creative ways. Don't just give your classmate a sandwich with a side of strawberries, but rather think about how to include them in fun and creative ways. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this activity, but feel free to pause the video or fast forward if you need more or less time. Did you all find ways to fit the four fruits and vegetables into the three meals? I would love to hear your ideas. Go ahead and have a quick class discussion here. I would love to hear from three students, one to share what they did for breakfast, one for lunch, and one for dinner, so we can hear different ideas of how to incorporate these four fruits and vegetables into the three meals. Go ahead and pause here, have that quick class discussion, and unpause when you're done. It's always fun making up meals for other people, but now it's time to try making meals for yourself. Go ahead and flip to the second page of this worksheet, and we'll get started on our next activity. This time, we are going to practice adding fruits and vegetables to your own meals. The best part is, this time you can use any fruit or vegetable you want, as long as you think you could grow it. Think really hard about the types of fruits and vegetables you think you might be able to grow at home. Avocados, for example, grow on trees and take many years to bear fruit. So maybe instead you would want to use potatoes or another easy to grow fruit or vegetable. There's a list of a few easy to grow fruits and vegetables on this page, so feel free to use those or be creative and come up with your own ideas. Let's get going with this activity. In just a minute, I'm going to have you fill out the boxes on this page, but before you do that, let me explain what I want you to do. On the top row of boxes, you're going to write down your favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and dessert. Then on the bottom row of boxes, write down one fruit or vegetable for each of these meals and how you could incorporate it into this meal. Remember, we want to find ways to incorporate these fruits and vegetables into our meals, not just put it on the side. Keep that easy to grow fruits and vegetables list in mind, or even consider incorporating the fruit or vegetable you've been growing the last couple weeks. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this activity. Go ahead and get started. Now, I want you to have a class discussion so you can hear a few people's ideas. But before then, I'll go first. For my favorite dinner, I wrote grilled cheese and soup. And I love to add basil to the soup, to add something I grow in my garden to what I'm eating. Now, I want to hear from a few more people. Go ahead and pick one of your meals or snacks and share with the class what you would add to it. Pause the video here, have a few people share, and then click play again. Thanks for sharing. All right, it's time for our third activity. Go ahead and flip to the third page of this worksheet. For this activity, you're going to be coming up with a meal that uses the fruit or vegetable that you've been growing throughout these lessons. Remember to try to include your fruit or vegetable in the meal, not just put it on the side. For example, I have been growing and monitoring a bell pepper plant with you guys throughout these lessons. So for my meal, I would take the scrambled eggs I normally make in the morning, chop up that bell pepper, and turn it into an egg omelet with the bell peppers. I want to see how creative you all can be. If you're struggling to come up with something, try picking a food that you normally love and try adding that fruit or vegetable that you've been growing to your favorite foods, similar to what we did in the last activity. Once you finish your drawing, go on to answering the questions on the side of this worksheet. These questions are going to ask you if you could actually see yourself eating the food you just came up with, so make sure your drawing looks as tasty as possible. Hopefully, you'll find your new favorite food through this. I'm going to give you 10 minutes for this activity. Also, keep in mind that I want each person to come up with their own meal. But if you're stuck and don't have any ideas, feel free to brainstorm with the people next to you. Great job, guys. Now you have a meal idea for the fruit or vegetable you have been growing. Now I want you to have a quick class discussion. Pause the video here, have a few people share their ideas, and then click play on this video once again. Awesome job today with all these activities. You guys are a very creative group. Before we leave here today, our last thing is to check on those plants you have been monitoring. My plant is not quite ready to harvest yet, but it will be there very soon. How are yours doing? This is your final time with me to check on that plant. In just a minute, I'm going to have you go get your plant, check on it, and fill out that fifth and final row of your growth journal. Go ahead and pause the video here, check on your plant and fill out that fifth row, and then come back and click play once everyone is done. Look how much your plant has changed from the first day. It's really incredible to see how big they get. Some of your plants might have fruits or vegetables that are ready to harvest, and some might not, and that's okay. Today is a very special day because you will get to take that plant home at the end of the day. Now it's up to you to continue monitoring it and watering it. At home, you can move your plant to the ground if you have a patch of dirt that you can grow in, but if not, you can keep leaving it in its pot. If it gets too big for that pot, do you remember that bingo activity where you got to go all around the classroom and look for different objects that could make good pots? Well, you can do that exact same activity at home. If you need a bigger pot, go looking around your home. See what food containers or mugs or bowls that you have in your home that might make a good pot. Now, the planting process is up to you. I hope you continue growing your plant and monitoring it, and that you enjoy the fruits and vegetables it produces. If you enjoyed the gardening process, you can go home and collect more food scraps and food seeds and be able to plant your own fruits and vegetable plants at home and continue to expand your garden space. I hope you learned a lot from these past 5 lessons with me and had fun with everything we've done. You are now gardening experts, and you should be proud of yourselves. Thank you for learning with me and participating with me these past few weeks, and I hope you go home and continue to grow your groceries. Bye, everyone.